Have you ever wondered how communities bounce back from disasters? Understanding vulnerability, resilience, and community recovery is key. These concepts are crucial for addressing environmental stressor effectively. Vulnerability measures how exposed a community is to environmental hazards. It looks at their ability to cope, adapt, and recover. Vulnerability has three parts: exposure, sensitivity, and adaptive capacity. Exposure is how much a community is physically at risk. Sensitivity is how much they suffer from these risks. Adaptive capacity is their ability to deal with these challenges. Factors like poverty and gender inequality increase vulnerability. In southern Africa, many live in informal housing. This means they face more risks during climate-related disasters. They inhabit hazard-prone areas lacking proper infrastructure. Often, they lack legal protections and financial resources for recovery. It's important to appreciate that vulnerability varies within communities. Assessments should merge statistics, like income levels, with local insights. This approach helps in creating better policies and programs. Now, let's talk about resilience. Resilience measures how a community can absorb shocks and adapt over time. It consists of three parts: absorptive, adaptive, and transformative capacities. Absorptive means withstanding immediate impacts. Adaptive involves making gradual adjustments. Transformative focuses on systemic changes to minimize future risks. Social cohesion and access to resources drive resilience. In challenging environments, social networks and savings groups play crucial roles. For example, communities in Zambia form local savings groups, allowing quick financial support during crises. These groups also engage in environmental activities, creating safer surroundings. Building resilience needs action at various levels. At home, diversifying income can help. In communities, strengthening early warning systems and support networks is vital. Policymakers must integrate climate adaptation into their planning to drive transformative change. Finally, recovery is a long-term effort after a disaster. Recovery isn't just about rebuilding structures, it's about restoring livelihoods and essential services. It must also address the emotional and psychological needs of those affected. Participatory planning is essential for effective recovery. Communities should be involved in decision-making for rebuilding. This helps ensure reconstruction meets their actual needs. Careful distribution of resources is vital to prevent widening existing inequalities. Examples of successful recovery include programs that combine shelter, livelihood support, and healthcare. Approaches that include local leadership and community organizations show better outcomes compared to top-down strategies. In summary, understanding vulnerability, resilience, and community recovery is critical for effective action against environmental stressor. By addressing these elements together, we can transform communities for the better. If you found this information helpful, subscribe to our channel for more insights. Share this video with someone who needs to know about community resilience. Let's work together towards stronger, more resilient communities.